I am bugged by this scandal, this signal scandal, SignalGate. It's just given the left another thing to latch onto and harp on for years, just like January 6th. Somebody obviously screwed up big time. And because of the psychotic hatred of Donald Trump and everybody around him, this screw up is being amplified to about the millionth power. And not only was there the initial incompetence of including the journalist on the message, but then, I don't know if it's a lie, but they misled people that there was nothing to it. Well, the actual launch times were on it. So if that's not classified, I don't know why it wouldn't be. But it just made the problem that much worse. So I wish they'd just take your lumps, have a press conference. Here's what I would say to the country. We understand that after going 4 years without ever holding the last administration accountable for anything, including a commander-in-chief whose mental faculties diminished right before our eyes every single day, and all of you completely ignored it, hid it, lied about it. We understand that all of a sudden now you have a renewed zeal to vigorously prosecute this administration in the public square. With all of that said, yeah, we had a bad moment where someone was included in our war planning strategy that should not have been. Now, fortunately, that reporter is enough of a patriot that he didn't divulge that information until after the attack happened. And we commend him for his restraint on that and not endangering American lives. As for the leak, though, we didn't want to have to fire the person involved because it was an honest mistake. But it was egregious enough that we had to take action. So the responsible party has been dealt with. We have also ensured going forward that the necessary steps have been taken to make certain that a similar occurrence can never happen again. The end. Done. When it comes up again and again at subsequent media events, just refer them to that statement. Yeah, we dealt with that. We made our statement on that. That's all we have to say about it. But they love this. On the Democrat side, they love this, because, just as they loved January 6th, because look at how they've harped on it for 5 stinking years. It's agonizing. It's just really agonizing. And you hate to give them any sort of legitimacy to hammer the president and his actions any harder than they already do. And of course, as we mentioned at the beginning, the Democrats refuse to let the Signal app flap go. They're just going to continue this until such time as, I don't know, the Trump administration ends in 2028, maybe then. Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, set the record straight yesterday.
I want to address briefly the Signal chat issue that I know many of you are concerned about. The President and National Security Advisor Waltz held a press conference yesterday with a clear message. It was a mistake that a reporter was inadvertently added to a Signal chat with high-level national security principals having a policy discussion about imminent strikes against the Houthis and the effects of the strike. The National Security Advisor has taken full responsibility for this, and the National Security Council is conducting an in-depth review along with technical experts working to determine how this reporter was inadvertently added to this chat.
Elon and Doge are looking into it.
Conversation was candid and sensitive. But as the President National Security Advisor stated, no classified information was shared. There were no sources, methods, locations, or war plans that were shared. This was a standard update to the National Security Cabinet that was provided alongside updates that were given to foreign partners in the region. The Signal Message app comes pre-installed on government devices. In December of 2024, CISA stated, quote, "We strongly urge highly targeted individuals to immediately review and apply best practices provided in the guidance to protect mobile communications, including consistent use of end-to-end encryption. And they named Signal as an app as an example of such an end-to-end encrypted messaging app. Ideally, these conversations occur in person. However, at times, fast-moving coordination of an unclassified nature is necessary where in-person conversation is not an option. I'm also aware that a lawsuit was filed yesterday on this issue. As a result of that pending litigation, I'm limited in my ability to comment further on that specific case. My Office of General Counsel will be in close contact with the Department of Justice on this matter.
Yeah, this is the same
Most
judge.
important thing to the American
Boasberg
people and to
gets the
all of
same
us
case. Yep.
is the success of this military
Awesome.
operation against terrorists who have been and continue to attack American service members was extremely successful. Thanks to the leadership of President Trump and the actions of our brave men and women in uniform. As the heads of the American people's intelligence community, we will continue to provide the President, you in Congress, and our warfighters with timely, unbiased, relevant intelligence to keep our country secure, free, prosperous, and at peace.
Okay. All right. Not exactly delivered in a riveting way, but there's all the facts for you.
Yeah.
You said Laura Loomer
Okay.
has a theory on what's going on here?
So this is a theory I've been sketching out here on the whiteboard based on some information she dropped last night. And I will say that she does have accompanying. Yeah, she has receipts. Thank you. Visual aids to go along with her layout here. I don't know if you can hear me, but can you zoom in on this, please? All right. This is the setup. You've got Mike Walls, head of the NSA here. All right. All right. His deputy, who was appointed by Donald Trump back in November, is Alex Wong. Okay. Now, this is how Laura Loomer lays this out. Alex Wong, his parents immigrated from China. He ended up going to Penn. So he's got Ivy League and Chinese parents there, okay, going for him. Now, he worked for a law firm, a far-left law firm, that Trump cited as weaponizing against him and revoked their security clearances recently. All right, so that's him. His wife, Candace Wong, clerked for Sotomayor, an Obama appointee at the Supreme Court, and she was part of a law firm that prosecuted J6ers. So, if you couple what Laura Loomer has laid out here with the article that illustrates that Alex Wong is the one who set up this chat with all of these Trump administration officials, then you can kind of go, oh, wait a minute. Now, it could have been 100% just an honest mistake by Alex Wong. 100%. But Laura Loomer, what I just laid out, these are the facts that she laid out about Alex Wong and his wife and how close he is
and their
to
ties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the Achilles heel of the first Trump administration, especially in the first 100 days? It was people on the
Leaks.
inside. Yep. Leaks.
Leaks.
People on the inside working against him.